Hi there, welcome to Deep Signal Technologies, running a new machine learning model. We're going to cover how to run a machine learning model that's already been created. So if you haven't created a new machine learning model yet, please check out our other videos or the online help. If you need help with installation, there's also online help and other videos for that as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is assuming that we've created our machine learning model, and we're going to go ahead and go into NinjaScript editor, and we're going to take a look at the NinjaScript for predicting and using our machine learning model. So we're going to go into the DST predict model test. Please remember that we don't want to modify either the create model base or the predict model base, or your predict model test or your create model test may not work correctly. So please don't model the base files, only modify the test files. So what we're going to look at is in the onState change method, there within the state configure, that is where we're going to add our indicator data, our indicator series. And we have to make sure that whatever we added in create model test, and here's on state change, state configure, this is what we added for create model test. We added the MACD diff and the volume. We have to be sure that in the predict model test, so we added the same, the MACD diff and the volume. If we add different data, then our model will not work correctly. So just make sure that those match up. You can try renaming the create model test to different strategies. If you have a strategy that has other different types of indicator data, you may want to put something in the name which indicates what kind of data you're going to use or that you know. Now for this particular strategy here in the predict model test, there are a couple methods here we're going to look at. The first is DST long signal, and the second one is DST short signal. In the DST long signal method, this is a deep signal technology, deep signal library method that will return true if the machine learning model thinks we should go long. The DST short signal will return true if it thinks that we should sell short. So in this particular case here, if the DST long signal is true, we're going to enter a long trade. If the DST short signal is true, we're going to enter a short trade. These particular methods here are just NinjaScript methods for setting the stop loss and setting the profit target. So that's it. One thing that when you're developing your own strategies, you might want to consider adding in additional risk management in your strategy. This particular strategy here is for illustrative purposes only and should not be used for trading. And make sure that everything compiles. And it looks like everything compiles. So we're going to minimize that method. The next one we're going to look at is we're going to go to New and Strategy Analyzer. Now when we create our machine learning models, the only type that we can use is Backtest to create the machine learning models. However, if we decide when we go to use our predict model test for using machine learning model, we can choose any one we want. We can use optimization, walk forward, multi-objective optimization. We can use these different ones here. For this particular case here, we're going to just look at Backtest. And in the strategy data folder, this is the folder that contains when our machine learning model was created. If you go to Windows Explorer and you go to Documents, Ninja 8, and in this particular case we have our deep signal data is where we're keeping all of our machine learning models. There's a folder called ES ##dash or ##, and this is going to contain all of our information for the models. There's short trades and long trades. It contains the results for that particular model. And also contains our log file as well. So when you go down, you can actually change the names of these folders as well. If you want to name your folder something different, in here the strategy data folder will pick up the new name once you restart NinjaTrader. Alright, so the next parameter we're going to look at is log message to file. So normally there'll be a number of messages that will get logged to the NinjaScript output window. If this is checked, it'll also get saved to the log file. And for this particular case here, for this is just our test strategy, we have a long profit target, short profit target, and stop losses. And for the instrument here, we're just going to use the E-mini S&P, like we did before, and we're going to look at 1/1/2021 through today and see how our model performs. And you can change these to be whatever you want. We're going to try moving them all down to 10. This would be, we're looking for a profit target of 10 ticks or a stop loss of 10 ticks. And this is a very simplified example and is not suitable for trading. So this is just a simple example of how you would use your machine learning model if you want to backtest and see how it performs. And that's all we need to change. So after that, we're going to go ahead and run the backtest. And this particular example is not going to perform really well. So we're not expecting it to perform really well because we have very simplified amount of data. However, when you go and add in your particular indicated data that you would use for trading, I think you'll find that you'll get better results. Now the other part, if you wanted to use instead of the backtest, if you want to use optimization, okay, this did not perform really well as expected. Did get a lot of trades, and the percentage profitable overall is 48%, around 47 and 40, almost 9% here. But that is how we would go back and backtest. And you could go and change this to be an optimization. Let's say if you wanted to look at a range of profit targets or a range of stop losses to see how it performs. And that's how we use our machine learning model. So the next video we're going to cover will be how to run the machine learning model live with your strategies. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.